Why is it that human porn is okay, but dragon porn is generally frowned upon? Dragons are much more attractive.
What's up, everyone? It's me, DaBaby. Today we are going to be talking about the problem with God. Of course, in order to hypothetically determine the hypothetical state of a prominent spiritual figure, we have to first consider the fact that Mufasa could be dead or gaming.
The live stream is starting right now.
Of course, it is quite the challenge to unindoctrinate a certain individual from the hypothetical meta-state of the post-capital monarch, the Big Chungus. Of course, according to modern science, the methods of DaBabying the DaBaby is quite unfortunately metaphysical, modern, falsified information. Of course, what I am attempting to correlate through the actions of what I am trying to correlate is the fact and response that that's why your mama dead. The preconceived notion of the hyperpop ethno-state would have to be drain gang, meme penis, among us.
And furthermore, you have Xbox, you have Xbox, you have Xbox.
The Cuban Missile Crisis, also known as the October Crisis of 1962, or the Missile Scare, it was a 1-month 4-day confrontation between the U.S. and the Soviet Union, which escalated into an international crisis when American deployments of missiles in Italy and Turkey were matched by Soviet deployments of similar ballistic missiles in Cuba. This has been WatchMojo.com. Problem number 1. The geographic footsteps of the archaeological discoveries really do sovereignly disprove the existence of a spiritual prominent figurine anime. I don't even know. The disproportional evidence between the disproportional evidence in the hypothetical situation in contrast to the abundance of actual evidence basically confirm, if not simply imply, that the existence of a god would indeed increase the chances that a whole lot of it is actually a good album and you're just too stupid to understand. Of course, from the perspective of a 3 million year old atheist evolutionist, I personally believe that within the 3 million years of geometric determining data, mathematical, algebraic, geometrical trigonometry, I believe that it is quite impossible for there to be a deity amongst among us, imposter, sus. Problem number 2 is another hypothetical. The 1984 Lindenberg, I don't know when the Lindenberg was, the 1992, back in the 90s, there was a Among Us reference. Of course, all of this is simply rhetorical, but considering the fact of the implications of all of this evidence, I think it's very clear to imply that the simplest term, Toyota, has proven itself to be more reliable than Nissan on the whole. Of course, to make a near-confirmed approximation would be quite impossible, but considering my own standing and my own determination, I personally believe with infallible evidence that child labor is 100% okay. Reason number 3, looking at the malevolent source material, diving into the subjective, analytical, postmodern, deep text reading of the biblical teaching, we can find many inconsistencies between the original text and the subversive subsequent text. And to further follow up and enunciate on my previous points, I fully believe that within the subversive contextual area I'm speaking about currently, I will admit that the dispositionalism is quite apparent, as well as the fact that this dude got drip, bro. This he got drip, bro. Of course, I have done the immense amount of research required to fully come to my own conclusion, and I fully believe that within this third reason, I think that hypothetically, within the confines of this hypothetical, subversive, subjective ethno-state, I fully believe that it really ties everything all together within this tight little circle. I look at the Noah's Ark situation, the Noah's Ark, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I think to myself,
Number 1, hurting his knee. Peter does have a penchant for injuries, but perhaps his most notorious one is when he injures his knee. In this episode, Peter runs home, ecstatic to have won a prize. However, outside the house, he trips and hurts his knee, cradling it while inhaling sharply and exhaling slowly.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
This goes on for nearly half a minute in one of the show's most drawn-out gags. Thereafter, Peter, as well as other characters, often call back to this moment whenever they injure their knees, making the same noises and posture. For its memorability and silliness, we had to make this our #1 choice.
Baby, you a star, I'm my only wish. I'm counting blue honey's on too money. And my little bitch, she too lovely. Yeah, hanging up and calling me right back. Baby, why you calling me like that? Yeah, getting high with the seat, lay back. Baby, gon' relax, yeah. They don't know the half, yeah. No matter what happened, I got your back. Baby, that's the facts, yeah. That's the facts, yeah.
Why y'all keep on saying the iPhone better than Android? It's just as good, and it has the same amount of quality.